Ryunosuke being quite ingenious, Mion isn't what we think, and an intense Flandre dissection. Hello, Magi here, and today we're back with another interesting Touhou Facts. Just to remind you, all information on us will be based on canon unless I've stated otherwise. So, without wasting more time, let's do it! Number 5. I mentioned Ryunosuke being quite ingenious, and I'll explain why. I probably stated in the past that Ryunosuke created the mini Hakuro for Marisa when she left her parents' place, but there's more to the mini Hakuro than just Master Sparks. And to quote from Ryunosuke, it is a magical item I made when Marisa left her parents' home. Even though it's small, it has extraordinary heating power. It can reduce a single mountain to ashes. I guess it can also be used for heating, experiments, and combat, and more. And also, this mini Hakuro wasn't just a normal Hakuro. It was made with lots of improvements and special qualities. Wind blows from one of the reactor's corners, so you can also use it to cool yourself during summer. And just by having it, it works as an amulet for protection and good fortune. I think. Anyway, it combines many of the utilities of the outside world with the magic of Gensokyo. Not only does it have a live feature, but it's a combination of both the magic of Gensokyo and the technology from the outside world. Another thing to note, he also created Reimuy's purification rod as well. Pretty impressive, I must say. It looks like you aren't just all talk after all. Number 4. Speaking of Master Sparks, Marisa has about 7 different variations of Master Sparks from Touhou 6 to 14.3. Bloody hell, she really loves her Master Spark, doesn't she? We got the OG Love Sign Master Spark. We got the Magic Cannon Final Spark. We got the Magic Cannon Final Master Spark. Very creative, I know. Then there's Loving Heart Double Spark, Perverse Love East Harvest Master Spark, Narrow Spark, and Love Sign Machine Gun Spark. Like I said, Marisa loves her Master Spark as much as Reimuy loves her donation box. Number 3. A special thing about Reimuy is that she treats everyone equally. Humans, yokais, gods, celestials, even aliens. It don't matter to Reimuy, but there's only 2 people she's spoken to respectively or use san. Ryunosuke and Maria. For those who don't know Maria, she's the second stage boss in Story of Eastern Wonderland. Reimuy mistaken Maria for a guy, so that might be the reason she added san to her name. Number 2. Yomu Kanpaku is essentially 2 beings, a human and phantom. We obviously call the human part Yomu, but what about the ghost half? Some just refer to it as the ghost half, which makes sense. Others call the ghost half Mion. For those who don't know, Mion is a word that's associated with Yomu in the fandom, like Krino and Nineball, and Yuriko being a vacuum. Yomi said this word during Perfect Cherry Blossom, extra stage backstory, and that's why Yuriko was at such a Mion place. Mion is a portmanteau, or the fusion of words, sound, and definition. Mion was a fusion of 2 words, Shion, which means unexpected, and Mion, which means strange. Aside from Mion being a fusion of 2 words, there's a reason why I'm discussing it. Apparently, it seems that the Western fans refer to Yomu's ghost half as Mion, while the fans in Japan use that word to refer to Yomu as a whole, which is actually pretty cool now that I've learned it. Number 1. Time for the big segment of the video, the dissection of Flandre, specifically her being trapped underground, or lack of, to be specific. We know that Flandre has lived in the mansion for a very long time. It's said that Flandre has been locked up underground for 495 years, but I'm not for sure if that's the case. For now, I'm going to pretend that the facts that will make you think she would be locked up. All facts given will be based on EOSD for now. In her profile, it states that she usually isn't taken out of the mansion, but she also doesn't try to leave as well. During the extra stage, Flandre wanted to go outside, but Patchley made the mansion rain to keep Flandre inside. In Reimuy's route, Flandre said she hasn't gone out once in 495 years. With Marisa, she said she's been resting in the basement for about 495 years. Again, in Reimu's route, Flandre said that she's only ever seen human in the form of a drink. And Rumelia, in the opening of the extra story of EOSD, she kind of forgot about Flandre's existence, for the most part in the beginning anyway. While the facts no doubt mentions about being in the basement for that long, it also doesn't mention anything about being locked up either, as many people assume. These next facts show that Flandre might not have been in prison like we thought. In Bohemian Archive in Japanese read, and Perfect Memento in strict sense, she's at least wandered around the mansion. She even went out to the garden in Bohemian. Combined with what I stated earlier, the transition would have been too quick. After EOSD, Flandre's personality doesn't go through a sudden change, and her appearance in Bohemian and Perfect Memento doesn't reflect Rumelia and the others having freed her from a lockup type deal. In Perfect Memento, Aq mentioned that she might have been locked up, but she also notes that Flandre is rumored to be a shut-in. Again, in Perfect Memento, an anonymous reports seeing her through a window during an outside event. Flandre's also made some appearance as well in Forbidden Scrollery. She's in both chapter 3 and 7. After giving all this information, it's possible that Flandre was never locked up in the first place, and we just assume she was trapped in the basement this whole time. But like I stated, it's possible. I just presented the facts on both sides, and nothing about Flandre's status about being locked up in the basement is true until we get some definite answers to it from Zune. But holy bloody hell, that was intense, no doubt about it. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great time with this video. Which ones were your favorite? Did Ryunosuke impress you with his ability to create some kick-ass stuff? Did Mion teach you what Permantu means? Or did my whole discussion about Flandre give another light to you which you might have not thought otherwise? If you guys enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe as well. Either way, this is Magi, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.